like I say, many people, like the senators, nor probably JFK, nor Jimmy Carter, nor anyone else realized why people were presenting him with their babies. Mothers would run up with their babies, showing him their babies. And they didn't understand it was because I wanted to see the children. I wanted to see the cute little life forms. And like I said, I had this whole thing going on where the nurses would welcome the new babies, the new life forms into the world. Like, of course, he didn't know that. He didn't know anything. He didn't know how I had started this program to welcome the new babies into the world and to try and give them a good, happy welcoming to the new world. You know, because they're soft and fragile and innocent and need to be raised up the right way and to be taught the right things and to know about their destiny and their future and their past and what they were a part of. And I said, most people remembering our epic past, we had an epic past, we have an epic past, and we may still have an epic future. You're not dead yet, like I say. And it only takes one. And well, it only takes one either way. Well, actually, usually to do something really horrible, it takes hundreds or something like that, or one really bad one. But usually it only takes one person to do a good thing or to do the right thing. Like I say, it's actually very easy to fix things to have a good future. It only takes one leader, one person, one moment to make a difference. A lot of my people had many moments making a difference. Lots of epic moments. Fearless moments. Like I said, I kind of didn't want my people to be heroes. It's like, damn heroes. Because so many people were martyrs and so many people would do something for the future that was epic, like cleaning up Chernobyl or doing this other thing or fixing this other great mistake or this other thing. Like there were far too many heroes that would fix the situation than there were people making a mess of it. It only takes 3 guys to start a nuclear fire, and they traced it back, by the way. It was a bullet. It struck a pipeline. It was an armor-piercing bullet. When they were robbing Chernobyl or whatever, one of the people was like, just started firing wildly. And it was a bullet that went 300 feet and it struck a pipe. It was a fucking armor-piercing bullet that struck a pipe and put a hole right in it. And it was leaking. And they didn't even know it. They didn't know it was losing coolant. And it was losing radioactive coolant to make matters worse. Highly radioactive coolant or something like that. And they tracked it. They found the bullet. They found the bullet hole. They took a picture of it and everything. They found the bullet hole and where the coolant was leaking out. And they didn't know that they were losing coolant. So the hole in the system, it might have been a couple holes. I don't know, 3 holes. I don't know. And there were 3 accidents at Chernobyl. 3 major accidents. That led to an epic big one, basically. And I think I might have ordered it shut down at one point in time because it was getting to be too big of a situation. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, it was the foremost and largest nuclear fuel site in the world. And it was also somewhat radioactive, so, to some extent, it's already radioactive, just use suits, and stuff like that. Anyway, like I said, I don't really know. A lot of people wanted to try and lie to people. I said radiation will always damage you and always has damage. Even if you're only around it for 15 or 20 minutes or 30 minutes, it damages you. It always has long-term effects that you don't know about until 10, 20 years later. Like I said, lots of people were exposed to fair amounts of radiation when they were younger, and then they didn't live past 40 or 60. They got to about 28 or 30 or 32 or 34 and they started having serious problems. That's why when people of Chernobyl and other people say, problems, it's like, well, let's check it out. Let's scan them. Let's see what's wrong with them. I'm sure there's probably something wrong with them. We just don't know what it is yet. And you might hear the same words echoed from the doctors, who actually are real doctors. Anyway. Like I say, where does this come from? Well, it comes from my schools. Just like the lawyer schools and just like the law schools and everything else, I had doctor schools, science schools, medical schools. Lots of them. So, anyway, like I say, whatever. My life is strange. My life is weird. There's no getting, Rodney would say, "Oh, you're living a delusion. My son's delusional. He's delusional. He's retarded. He has a problem. It's ultrasonic frequencies. It causes his brain." You mean the ultrasonic frequencies that you've been trying to induce so you can say that I'm crazy? Like, wow, dude. Get over yourself. It didn't work. It doesn't work. You got to the future, and basically there were more life forms in existence around the Earth and around humanity than there was humanity. And they all knew me and remembered me. And mostly because you couldn't communicate with them. That's why. You didn't speak their language, and you couldn't understand their language. And, like, there were too many of them anyway. Like everybody else, all the life forms in existence were having this epic existence, blah, 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 in existence and blah, blah, blah. It's only a few people, believing that this was all the technology in the universe and believing that you were the lone in the universe. Like I said, they had to work very hard. They had to use a lot of drugs. They had to kill a lot of people. They had to torture a lot of people. They had to do a lot of work to actually get it to this point where you would actually believe that you were alone in the universe. And realistically, it was also they could live with immunity and do whatever they wanted. And they did. And then they died. It's over. And as Nixon would say, "I'm not going to be the one left without a chair," or "I'm not going to be the one left with a hot potato." It's like, yeah, well, they just left everyone with a hot potato. Unless you wanted the other option where you all get nuked and die. And I know they tried it. I'm sure they tried it. I mean, a lot of people at 80 years old said, "Oh, why not?" So, I mean, whatever.